So I'm going to show you how to create and organise an ePortfolio. This might be a place that you can store work to share with your friends, family, or your tutors, or just a great record to see how well you're developing through your school journey. Here are some examples to help you understand what an ePortfolio might look like. So begin by clicking on your account and selecting ePortfolios. Then we want to create an ePortfolio. Now you can make it public so that everyone can see, or you can change your mind and change that later. So I'm going to leave it not public, and then I'll show you how to change that in a little while. I'm going to call it, instead of my portfolio, I'm going to put the name and make it. Next thing to do is to actually organise the sections. Now the sections are really the topics that are in your portfolio. I'm going to have various sections. I'm going to have one for English, add another section, one for mathematics, add another section, one for science. I'm going to have one all about Eric, who's my hedgehog. Done editing. So they're my sections, they're my topics I'm going to have at the moment in my portfolio, and each of those topics needs some pages. So I'm going to click on English, and this is the page. The way you edit the page is on this side of the screen. So my new page, instead of calling it new page, I'm actually going to call it mind maps. And again, I can make the comments public. I can allow comments on this page or not. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to save that page. So it's now called Mind Maps. So when I click the English section, that will bring me up the mind maps on there. I could also have another page on this one, and I'm going to add another page, and that one's going to be called the next generation. So how do we edit one of those pages to add images and text? So select from the right hand side the page and edit page. So I want some typing on there first, and I want an image. So I'm going to choose the rich text content, and I'm about to upload a mind map all about learning about trees. So I'm just going to put a few sentences to explain to anybody who might be looking at my ePortfolio what this mind map is about. So that gives you just a clue about what's coming up. And I could save the page, or if I want to, I can add an image. So I'm going to add an image of my mind map. I've already taken pictures of my mind maps and bits ready for my ePortfolio, and that's quite a good idea to get that ready first. So I'm going to choose my file, and upload it, and it should give me my text and my picture, and so when I save my page it will amalgamate them a little bit better. So that's my first page about mind maps, and it might well be that I want to edit that again, and that's fine. I can edit the page, I can add a little bit more if you like. How many trees can you recognise, for example? Save my page, and then that just adds that in. So at my next page in my English section, so I'm still on my English section, my next page is about the next generation. And the same process applies. I'm going to edit this page and I'm going to just write, this was a story I wrote inspired by a book I had read all about a character called Sky Master. He was in a book by one of my favourite authors, Dick King Smith. So the same thing, I've written a little bit. I'm going to allow myself to put up an image. And again, I've already had this saved so that I know I don't have to search around too much. That's my first page. Upload it. The next generation. I'm going to upload a new file. Gives me the next box, change file, choose file rather. Going to upload another file. And so on until I'm happy with everything on that page, and then I can save my page. So I've got my mind maps page and my next generation page, all about my storybook that I wrote. So that's enough for now on the English. I'm going to have a look at uploading some art. So I've got my new page, just the same as last time. I'm going to call this My Creations. I'm going to put some rich text in. I'm going to say, in my spare time, I enjoy painting, printing, and making models. Here are some of my creations. So I select my image, go down slightly, choose my file, and I'm going to choose another one. And that's enough just for now. So there we go, I've got my creation. So I've got some now on my art page. I go back to my English page and I've got my mind maps and my next generation there. So you can see how you can build your portfolio up. So you've got some text and some pictures, and that way you get to keep a really good record of your work. Now it might be that you add something. Here I've done my rainforest map and my model of my map, and then I thought, oh, I want to do some writing now, but I really want my writing nearer to the top of the page. So I'm going to edit my page, and beside the section here, you have drag to rearrange sections. So if I want to, I can drag my writing up to the top or in between the two different sections. So now I should have my writing in the middle, sandwiched in between my two images, which I prefer like that. So here are some other students' portfolios. Please do continue to submit your assignments in the usual way. This ePortfolio is just a place for you to keep your documents and work, and gives a great way of you reflecting on your progress.